Hello Andres, and thanks for stopping by the Wayward Tree. My name is Luneth, and this reading will be for the upcoming full moon on 26 May. As with all general readings, please take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as well as leave a comment below. So for this reading, I'll be using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And then because it's the flower moon, I've chosen some botanical inspired oracles, such as the Faceted Garden Oracle, Nature's Whispers Oracle cards, the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle, the Illustrated Herbiary, and then I'll end off with some cards from the Flower Petals mini cards. Hi Capricorns Collective, so let's get to your reading. All decks have been pre-shuffled, so I won't be spending too much time shuffling for your cards. Also, please do feel free to check out the readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs to get a more fuller picture for the energies present during this full moon. Okay. So you have the Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Hanged Man, Five of Wheels in reverse, Two of Wheels, Knight of Cups, Six of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Page of Swords in reversed. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil in reversed, so that's your energy coming through, but in reversed. Hey Capricorns, so this reading, I feel it's talking about things not working out for you, things not working out as expected. So with this area here, with the Two of Cups, some of you might have recently gotten attached with someone. For others, perhaps you came across an idea that really aligns with you. Two of Cups, besides representing two people coming together, it can also represent you being aligned with your higher self. So perhaps you might have found an endeavor or something that really speaks to you and you feel very strongly about this. Basically, it's something that is quite aligned with your values. We move over to the Knight of Swords and the Five of Wheels. So for those in a relationship, it feels like this relationship developed very quickly. This other person came into your life very quickly and the relationship developed very rapidly. And then with that, you previously might have felt very alone, very out in the cold. And with this person coming into your life, you feel very rejuvenated, you feel full of life. For those working on the endeavor, it seemed you got quite quickly into this project. You were very enthusiastic and you jumped right in. You jump straight into working on the project. It might even have gotten you out of this poverty mindset. It's gotten you out of feeling left out in the cold, feeling poor, feeling like you were incapable of doing anything. Perhaps some of you lost your jobs because of the current global situation, and you recently came across an idea, a business idea that you can set up for yourself. And that is what you have been working on. Moving over to this area at the center of the spread, we have the Two of Wheels. So this is telling me that you have been very diligent in your efforts. You have been juggling all the tasks, all the responsibilities of daily life, and still taking the time to work on this project. If this is about the relationship that you have recently entered into, then you and the other person are very well balanced in terms of your energy. Things have been working out for you, and both of you have been putting equal and positive contributions to this relationship. And with the Six of Swords at the bottom, it's talking about moving away from choppy waters to a much calmer waters. With this child here waving goodbye, I really like that. That it seems like the child is saying goodbye to all this old troubles, all this, and really embracing this new, calmer, and more positive situation. However, at the top, we see this Wheel of Fortune in reversed. So there's a sense of things not being able to turn. There's a sense of this new introduction into your life actually not being able to turn your life around. There's a challenge in there. And then when we come over to here, it feels like things take a drastic turn as you reach the Hangman and the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reversed. For those of you in a relationship, it might feel like the other party suddenly upped and left. There is suddenly no more passion. There is suddenly no more messages, no more calls or communication from the other person. Basically, the person suddenly ghosted you. Okay, and then for those that this is about personal project or business project, somehow you are not seeing any return. You are not getting any responses. So that has really brought your enthusiasm down. The Knight of Cups, who once followed his heart, have tossed the cup away. There's this sense of feeling very demotivated, not being in the flow anymore, not being in the zone anymore. The Page of Swords, who once is so curious about the world, who wants to learn, now find difficulty in expressing himself. And so we come to the Hangman here. The Hangman is surrounded by danger, surrounded by chaos. With this sudden turn of events, everything seems to lose all sense. It feels like you are left hanging there, suspended in mid-air, or at least you're suspended in this water of not knowing what to do. Okay, but with the Hangman here, the advice here is to stay still and not struggle too much. Accept the situation for what it is. Go within yourself to see how you can best respond to this situation. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil in reverse. So this is you, Capricorn. In reverse, you have been turned upside down. You are not feeling in your power. Okay, the Moon. Okay, so this might even be a dark night of the soul for you. This might be a challenge from the universe. Like, although things initially seem good and on the way to success, on the way to positivity, and you're diligent, you're working hard, as with true Capricorn nature, you're doing your best to make the most out of this situation. But the universe is saying, no, there's something more important that you need to address before you can move forward. The Moon asks you to look at your inner demons, at your inner fears. Yeah, even with the full moon energy now, it's illuminating all the darkness within you. There's certain darkness within you that you are not addressing. To go forth with this new endeavor, this darkness within you might lead to a lot of toxicity and pollute this good thing that you have moving forward. So the universe is forcing a time out here. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Cups, it feels like you the Ace of Cups is this new thing that came into your life, be it the relationship or the business idea that really fills your cup. The universe, along with the Moon, is forcing you to drop the things you have developed here and go on this soul's journey to find your inner Queen of Wands, which is the things that really light you up. Have you ironed out all the darkness within you? I mean, of course, it's not possible to eradicate every single bit of negativity within you, but perhaps you have not claimed the true power, you have not claimed the true creativity within you. You have already charged into this new thing that has presented itself. Yeah, even with Four of Wheels, not the traditional meaning, but I feel like he is really doing some soul searching and scrutinizing himself to form a more stable inner environment. Okay, somehow I feel that this is not the end, it's more of a time out kind of thing. It's more of a on hold so that you can get rid of the things within yourself that might sabotage this relationship or this endeavor, and you need to work that thing out before you can continue on this. Okay, let us do a quick clarify because this is a little vague, and if we can get a little bit more details on this situation. Okay. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, we have the Nine of Cups in reversed. Hanged Man, we have the Seven of Cups. Five of Wheels, we have Four of Cups. Two of Wheels, we have Death reversed. Knight of Cups reversed, we have Knight of Swords reversed. Six of Swords, we have the Fool. Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups reversed. Then underneath we have the World reversed. Okay, Capricorn, so starting from this side with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, one way of seeing this is the relationship that was developed was very strong and very stable. It felt very down to earth and grounded. But another way that I'm seeing this is this relationship was you who first approached the other party. With the Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, basically this is saying that you were quite motivated and enthusiastic when courting the other party. Yeah, Ace of Wands is really about you seeing the other party, which ignited that spark, the flame within you. Otherwise, if this is about the business idea, then yeah, of course it's definitely initiated by you. Why I say this is because it seems that while you were in this Five of Wheels situation previously that you are trying to get out of, it seems that the universe already hinted to you that there's something you are missing, there's something that you need to address. However, you ignored the nudging from the universe, and you ran straight to the next thing that you saw, be it this relationship or this personal project. Even with the universe nudging you, you ignored it and you chose to pursue this relationship or a new business venture. So you hope that by pursuing these things, you might be able to jumpstart your life a bit and to get out of this Five of Wheels situation. Okay, so moving on to here, we have the Two of Wheels with the Death reversed and the Six of Swords and the Fool. So you were hoping to bid the past goodbye and you were hoping for a new beginning to start for you. And then with this Death in reverse, it hints to me that this nudging from the universe, change, or this initiative that the universe is asking you to do, you are working hard on this relationship or this business endeavor and forcing yourself to not look at this message that the universe has for you. You're keeping yourself so busy so that you do not need to look at this message from the universe. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse, the universe is forcing a time out here so that you won't become unhappy with your wishes here. So this relationship, this business endeavor was something that you manifested, but because there's something within you that could cause these things to become polluted, the universe is forcing this time out so that you don't have to face feeling of dissatisfaction with things that you have embarked on. Okay, when we move to this area, the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Swords both reversed. So yeah, there's a loss of enthusiasm, there's a stagnancy that we are seeing, be it in terms of your relationship or of your business. There's a pause in both of them. With the Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups, yeah, there's definitely a feeling like you lost this. Though with the Hangman here, it's telling me that it's definitely not a final thing. Things are still in the air, things are still in suspension, okay? But with this Seven of Cups, it feels like you are still not listening to the universe. You are still looking at all the other ways that you can try to make this thing happen. Seven of Cups is also a card of delusion. So you're looking into your fantasies instead of looking into what you need to address within yourself. That's why you continue to remain stuck in this water and not move forward. So until you learn to address the issues within you, the universe won't be letting you move forward. And at the bottom of the deck we have the World, and this really echoes the way the Hangman is positioned here with the World reversed. So this is the universe not letting you move on to the next stage. The universe is saying you need to address this issue which I'm pushing into your face. Okay. Yeah, see? Emperor behind. So you need to regain this stability. You need to break down these things within you and establish a firm structure within you so that these things can grow, so that these endeavors, these relationships can grow. Otherwise you'll be stuck in the mud like the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There'll be no movement forward. Yeah, Seven of Swords, about things in the dark. It's also the Thief card, but it's about the things hidden in the darkness. Have you gone in to look? Yeah, if you don't address these, then there'll be no love for you, no relationship, no stable home or structure that you can build up. It'll all end up in naught. And this is not the universe so-called destroying your peace, your Four of Wands. It's you yourself. It's the darkness, the negativity within yourself that will pollute these things and lead to this Ten of Swords. In a sense, the universe is acting as a sort of circuit breaker to prevent you from sabotaging your life. Okay, sorry Capricorn, but I'm just very curious about this issue that the universe wants you to address. So I'll just pull out 3 cards extra to see if we can figure out as a collective what the universe wants us to look at. But do understand that each of you have unique situations, each of you are unique individuals, so it really depends on whether you resonate with this. But we'll just see as a collective what the universe wants us to see. 3 of Swords, the Moon again, the 7 of Swords reversed, and then the 6 of Wands in reversed. So, okay, we start off from the 6 of Wands in reverse at the bottom. Perhaps some of you are feeling like you cannot be victorious, you cannot win at life unless you depend on someone, or perhaps there's a negative mindset that you are starting these next stage of your life off. There's a sense of failure here as well, failure and heartbreak with the 3 of Swords. So these two match in a sense. Perhaps your past mistakes or your past failures are haunting you. You are not able to let go of the past. With the 7 of Swords, I'm seeing perhaps you did something that is less than desirable against the values, your true values, and that is also haunting you. And perhaps you are using these things to distract yourself from facing up to your your own emotions regarding this. Yeah, it feels like you have some negative emotions with this, and with the moon here, perhaps some of you are even using substances to try to distract yourself. Otherwise, the moon is forcing you to go on this journey deep within yourself and face up to these, I wouldn't say sins, but things that were less than honorable that you had to do in the past to survive. Okay, there's a lot of sorrow, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of feeling of failure, shame, guilt, and the universe is saying you cannot start these things before you deal with this darkness. Perhaps it has even grown to a bit of a critical point, and it will only lead to further problems in future. Okay, let's grab some cards from the Faceted Garden Oracle. We have Terrarium, and we have Wreath. So with Terrarium, I feel like this represents your heart or your inner self, and with the new beginnings that we are seeing here, it feels like you are introducing something into this terrarium because it is something that is close to your heart. And yeah, but with these past issues that we have festering within, is, as I have mentioned several times, it's going to pollute the new thing that you add into the terrarium. So without cleaning this terrarium up, without making sure that the water is clean, the plants are healthy and fresh, adding another plant inside will just kill it off. So the universe is trying to stop you from doing that. And then with Wreath, it's talking about abundance, it's talking about victory, about celebrations, about the home, because that's a wreath is what we hang in our home during celebrations and festivals. I feel that this relates to this Six of Wands because in the traditional Six of Wands, there's a wreath hanging on the card, representing the victory of the figure coming in. So I feel like there's issues regarding failure, regarding a sense of worth, issues regarding your own value, the value that you are able to contribute to the world. Perhaps this this past Five of Pentacles situation was you feeling like you did not have value to contribute to society, leading to you feeling very poor, leading to you being in poverty, and things in the past failed for you, so you feel like a failure, you feel the shame and the guilt, and you have bore this for very long, and it has eaten into your heart. So you are trying to use these things to, in a sense, make up for what you don't have, okay? And the universe is saying if you don't solve this issue of self-worth, you are going to again bring the same end to this bright new opportunity that you have. And the universe is saying enough, it's time to address this before moving on. Okay, so let's get 2 oracle cards from the Nature's Whispers oracle cards. Okay, acceptance of love, show your support. For some reason with these 2 cards, I feel it's asking you to love yourself and support yourself. Be ready to accept love from yourself. It feels at the moment you are currently feeling bad about yourself and you're hating yourself, and yes, perhaps all this guilt, all this shame of failing, is this label of failure is you attaching the label to yourself rather than the surrounding people giving you that label. Perhaps with acceptance of love, people around you are ready to support you, but because of the sense of failure and guilt and not having value, you have chosen instead to reject their love. Learn to love yourself and learn to accept love from others. Only then you'll be able to love others. Only then you'll be able to create this loving relationship. Okay? And with show support for yourself. Take measures to provide with yourself with support, be it taking care of yourself, choosing healthy habits, eating healthy. Be ready to reach out for support if you need it. The people around you are ready to show their support, so be okay with accepting that. Okay, let's move on to the herbiary. So we have Vervain with Let Magic In. I feel that this card is asking you to let the universe in. So the universe is nudging you to address these lessons on failure, on self-worth, on value, instead of blocking the universe out and channeling all your efforts into trying to start something new. Let the universe in. Allow the universe to guide you instead. Work with the universe on addressing these issues of self-worth. I'm not saying it's wrong to start something new, but you should not be using it to numb yourself or block yourself from doing this shadow work. I feel that if you start something new and then you are doing shadow work at the same time, you are looking inside yourself, then I feel that it's fine. But you are, with the Knight of Swords, you are charging too fast into it and not looking at anything else. So that's where the universe is coming in to stop you and force you to pause and think. Okay, so let's move on to the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle. Fern, growth. Plantain, nourish. Hollyhock, abundance. Simply put, fern and plantain, growth and nourish, is asking you to allow yourself to grow. Do not stand in the way of your growth. You're supposed to look into yourself and you're supposed to grow from these experiences, but because you have blocked them out, you have allowed yourself to stand still. So while on the outside you are trying to pursue things, the inner you is at a standstill, and the universe is trying to reverse that and force you to grow your inner self before you can go out into the world to start new things. Nourish is asking you to basically nourish your heart, nourish your inner soul. You have been bearing these scars and burdens from issues regarding worth, regarding value, regarding failure and success. While you are doing these shadow work, you need to nourish yourself and make sure you're healthy. Again, support, show your support, getting support from others, making sure your body is healthy so that you have a healthy mind, and then you can deal with all these inner shadows. So I feel that is also an issue of abundance, especially with the poverty mindset that you had. There's a sense of, if I don't grasp it tightly, it's gonna run away. So the universe is telling you, no, that's not true. Things work in cycles. So even if the current thing don't work out for you, there definitely will be more opportunities in future. There's abundance in everything in the universe. It's only whether you have the ability to reach out and grab it. Okay, so it's telling you not to be too afraid. It's also telling you to look at your ideas of abundance, and that's also an issue you need to address. Okay, so let's move on to the flower cards. The flower petals mini cards. Let's get 3 cards. Hyacinth, play love and find joy. Lilac, the future is sometimes lost in the wanderings of yesterday. Poppy, remember who you wanted to be. Yeah, so we'll start with Lilac. It's asking you to let go of the past and address the issues that have resulted from that. If you have not solved the issues, then it's gonna plague you for the rest of your life. Okay, Hyacinth is asking you to play love and find joy. Bring positivity into your life. Use positivity to deal with these issues you have within you. It's going to be a very dark journey, especially as you journey with the moon into yourself and address these issues. So try your best to remain positive, even as the universe is pushing you into this time out. Okay, and with Poppy, remember who you wanted to be. It's asking you to look back on the dreams and the ambitions that you had before you suffered these scars, these issues of self-worth, and who did you want to be before you had all these labels and distractions and negative notions imposed upon you. It's saying that after you come out of this journey with the moon, after you come out of this shadow work, you will be in a much better position to embrace the things that you want. You'll be in much better position to pursue the projects and the ambitions that you wanted to be. Okay, Capricorn. So yeah, use this full moon to really illuminate the darkness, the shadows, the issues that you have within, and then find the strength, find the power within you, find the positivity within you to deal with these issues. Okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting this reading to become so dark, but it is what it is, and there are things that you need to address, so I'm sure Capricorn, you'll be able to do that because you are Capricorn after all. Okay, I do hope that I was able to bring you some encouragement and positivity as you go on this journey with the moon. If the reading resonated with you, please do drop a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel, as well as comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks again for stopping by, and I hope I'll see you soon.